Oh my gosh. I'm just so tired. I'm just so sick of this feeling. I just want to do something. I just want to. Why can't I just, like, is it so hard to, why is it so hard? Please, I just want to find a woman. Why can't I? It's like it's so troubling for me to find a nice woman. I just want a fine white girl or Hispanic girl, and I just want to. And why can't I just? I just want to woman so bad right now. I just really just want to find a woman where I can just. I want a woman that. But I just can't stop thinking about it. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, but I take both, honestly. But the boobs are everything to me. Honestly, they are. But I just want to find a woman that I and just. Is it so hard to ask for these days? It's like I just want to do it so bad too. Even when I'm asleep, I still can't even sleep in peace. My mind still be racing. I still be thinking about sin and evil things. Even when I'm sleeping, I feel it. I feel it. That urge of lustful sin, that urge of wanting to go on Twitter and watch porn. I feel it. I even wake up hard. I don't know. It's a weird. I don't know how to explain it, man. Honestly, I wish that wouldn't happen. I wish I wouldn't do that. I wish I wouldn't think about lustful things while I sleep. But I got no control of what I'm thinking of when I sleep. My gosh, I really need to talk to somebody about this, but I don't know. I don't want to talk to my mom or anything like that. Heck no. I do not want to do that. I usually have a therapist for this, but I don't even want to remember how that story went. Yeah, long story. But I do wish I still had my therapist to talk to. I know he was a bad dude. I know he was an evil dude. But just somebody just talking to somebody, just having somebody listening, that's not going to, judge, be like, ask all these judgmental questions. Oh my gosh. I do wish my therapist was still here, honestly. Too bad. So sad on how that story went. Man. I thought by me taking this trip would, keep the demons away. It'll be a good trip. It'll clear my head. But I was in the wrong. It wasn't a bad trip, but it just wasn't the best trip. It wasn't the greatest, to say the least. So many things went wrong on this trip. Now, the last trip I took wasn't that bad. But this trip, it was, I don't know, it was in that same category as the last trip. Just one or two things just messed it up, just messes it up. Man, I cherish my family. I love my family. That's why I love taking these trips with them. My mom, my sister, my uncle, my grandma. I try to sneak my dog to go, but they never let her go. They never let Diamond go. But me and my sister had got into it on this trip, and the first day on this trip just messed it all up. It was no peace of mind, no nothing. So I was fighting with her this whole entire trip. Plus, I'm going through the stuff in my head. I'm fighting with that constantly. So it was just a lose-lose for me. It was horrible. It's horrible. My sister, she is nothing. She's not even over the age of 17, but she acts like she's grown. And it's really annoying. That's her ego is just, that arrogance that she has is just very annoying. And I can't stand that. I can't stand that about a person. I can't stand a person that's arrogant. It just pisses me off. My therapist, he was arrogant. And I could not deal with it. I couldn't deal with it, man. How me and my sister went back and forth with our pride and egos just going back and forth. That first night in the hotel, I couldn't even sleep. It was so bad. Tossing and turning. My head steady racing. It was just so much of agony and pain. Just, oh my God. We was cussing each other out, throwing jabs at each other. We were targeting each other. It was just back and forth. And my mother, she got fed up with it. And what pissed me off the most is my mother was on my sister's side. But my sister was provoking me. I was done. I said my little words to her and I just left it alone. But she kept triggering me. She kept throwing my bag around. She kept doing little stupid sneaky stuff behind the back, when my mother was turn her back, say little slick stuff. And, I'm tired of it, I'm going to talk back, I'm going to chirp back. I'm a man, I'm a grown man. And this little kid right here talking to me, talking to me like this, I'm not going for that, man. So I'm going to chirp back, obviously. I got tired of it. But every time I said something, though, my mother, she would come down on me. About 3-4 times. Never said nothing to her. And I was fed up, bro. I was fed up. Trust me, don't get me wrong. I love my family. With me being the most social aware in my family, I peep stuff. I look at this stuff. I'm not dumb. I see that you picking sides. You picking favorites, obviously. I'm not dumb. And I feel like that's not right at the end of the day. The only reason why that started before the trip, because while we was packing, we was playing around, we was saying words to each other. And I guess I had said something, and she took it serious, and she got mad because she's very, very insecure. So after that, it was over for me. She don't turn it up to a whole nother level. Took it up to a whole nother notch after that. So she called herself mad at me the whole trip, the whole 2-3 days we was down there. So, hey, with my pride and ego, I guess if you want to call it that, I'm not about to just let nobody just keep going on and talking bad about me and saying little slick stuff to me. I'm going to say something back. I'm going to talk back. I'm not going out like that. Heck no. And to also note, we already know that I have an anger problem. So that didn't help out my case any better, definitely with the vulgar language with me. That didn't help out my case. So it was just downhill. Just downhill from there. But what really ticked me off was when I had asked her for help after everything that done went down. I thought she was just going to let bygones be bygones, but nope, she kept holding that grudge, that pride, her pride and her ego. She kept holding that grudge. So, you know what? After she told me no to don't help me, I got mad. And yeah, my anger didn't help. It didn't help at all, like I just said. It didn't help at all. But after all that, you know what? I came to the conclusion. People only pretend to care or act nice to you when you're doing something for them, helping them. And it's always what you can do for them. You know, do this, you know, do that. But when you done help them and they done used you, they don't care about you no more. They stop being nice to you. After they done used you, they just give you their ass a kiss. And you know who's the fool that goes back every time and help them time after time after time, because they are a longtime friend or a cousin or a family member. You do. Me, I fall back into the same trap every time helping a family member or helping someone who never reciprocated the same care and love that I have for them. I do it because I love them. I do it out of pure love. I care about them. Long story short, man, I'm tired of doing stuff for people that don't care for me, love me, and don't show that same type of energy when I help them. It's hurtful knowing that. Definitely when it comes from your own family. And I feel like, honestly, my sister is using me. I came up with this theory. I feel like she don't even, if it's not herself, she don't even love anybody else. I feel like she don't love me, my mother, my uncle, or my grandma. I feel like if it's not about her, if it's not her, I feel like she don't love them. And that's crazy. That's crazy to say. But that's how I feel. Honestly, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. And then when you try to tell her about this stuff, she's like, no, get out my face. You don't know what you're talking about. She shut stuff down. She shut it down. That's her pride. That's her ego. She never want to listen to nobody. Never wants to listen. Always thinks she's right. She thinks she knows life, but she don't know life. Not even close to it. I know I have pride. I know I have an ego. I just know I'm right. At the end of the day, I just know I'm right. I just know it. I just know. Man, when I tell you the rest of that night was hell, I could not go to sleep for nothing. I couldn't go to sleep at all. I tried to go to sleep. I was tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep for nothing, man. It was just so much of agonizing pain. You know, my mind's still racing. Mind not letting me sleep. Mind not letting me rest. I still got to deal with that. That's aggravating when you just got so many thoughts just going through your head. So at the same time, you just feel all these emotions. They just hitting you at the same time. You just thinking. And it's like, do the thoughts ever stop? Do they ever just slow down? Do they ever just stop? Like, it was just, that's how annoying it was, because I was starting to get my head was hurting. It was pounding, headache, everything. And then I stayed up all the way to about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Then go to sleep about 4, 5 o'clock. Literally, not till it started to get light back outside. That's how bad it was. That's how long it took me to go to sleep. But I had a dream. When I finally fell asleep, I had a dream. I had a dream about a former friend. The dream was that I seen him in Walmart. And it was a cool little surprise meetup for the both of us. You know, nothing too crazy. But we was having a convo. But the convo wasn't like how it used to be before we fell out, you know. The convo felt like how it would be after the fallout is done, after the fallout don't took place. You know, just awkward, weird, don't really know what to talk about, you know, blah, blah, blah. More of a stranger and acquaintance type of vibe. than you know, an actual, or I know you, we friends, you know, what's up? Like, it was none of that. But the real question is that I ask myself, what does this mean? Is this a sign to talk to him and stop letting the pride and ego get in my way? Just talk to him, or should I just listen to my head and just stay away and keep my distance? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like most people would tell me I'm letting my pride and ego get in the way. Definitely hearing that from my family if I tell them about it. But clearly, it's so much deeper than that, though. It's so much deeper than that, above the surface. I feel like it's not pride and ego, but I kind of do feel like it is my pride and ego. I don't know, man. I feel like it's 50-50. It's 50-50 because I feel like, you know, my ego won't let me go back. You know, won't let me. It's this barrier there, you know. But then I don't know, man. It's just that junk. It had me thinking all day, though. I'm like, what should I do? Should I just leave him alone, keep my distance, let bygones be bygones, let the bridge stay burnt? Like, I don't know, man. Honest. That's the only thing I could think about the whole day. Look, I got a clear message for him. A clear message. Jamal, what you are doing is pure evil. It's evil. Nothing else to it. No ifs, ands, or buts. Pure evil. That's the message I got for you.